So, in today's Japanese lesson, we will continue our journey through different kind of verbs. But this time, there are a little bit more things I need to talk about. So, today we will talk about the conditionals or the 条件形. Here, there are 5 main types I would like to talk about. First, the conditional ba. This is a verb form. Then the conditional tada, which is also a verb form. Yet, the next 3 are not really a verb form. First, we have the provisional or hypothetical. Here, we have the verb in plain dictionary form, じょうけんけい or PL2, plus to. And then we have the contextual conditional, nara, and the concessive conditional, temo. But don't worry, we will go through all of those one by one. So, beginning with the conditional ba. So, first, what and when. This is if something, then something else. So, hypothetical or conditional. This is often used for general conditional statements, plans, or logical consequences. As for the formation, we are simply attaching ba to the isenke or conditional stem. Beginning with the ichidan verbs or ero verbs. As always, we are dropping the ru and adding reba. So, taberu, tabereba. Simple enough. As for the godan verbs, here we are changing the uro to the ero, thus having the conditional stem, and adding ba. For example, kaku, kakeba. That's it. And lastly, for our 2 irregulars, suru becomes sureba, kuru becomes kureba. For example, 雨が降れば試合は中止だ. If it rains, the match will be cancelled. Next, the conditional tada. So, again, what and when. Conditional formed from, you guessed it, the past tense, the take plus ra, meaning if or when something, then something else. This one tends to mark specific situations or sequenced events, and is used for requests, permission in casual speech. Here, again, the formation we already know, the take or ta form plus ra. For example, kaitara, tabetara. As an example, 着いたら電話して Call me when you arrive. So, as said in the beginning, the next 3 ones are not really verb forms, but since we are talking about the ba and tada, it definitely should be mentioned here as well. Beginning with the provisional or hypothetical to. So, what and when? Basically, either whenever something or whenever it happens that. This is used for automatic results or general truths. For example, 春になると桜が咲く. When spring comes, cherry blossoms bloom. As for the formation, here we have simply the dictionary form or jishoke or PL2 plus to, often in habitual or situational clauses. Now, note here, the nuance differs from ba and tada because to often implies inevitable or habitual consequences. Next, the contextual conditional nada. Again, what and when. If that's the case, or If you're talking about then, this is used to respond to a situation or information provided by someone else. For example, 日本に行くならカメラを買った方がいい。If it is the case that you're going to Japan, you should buy a camera. It is the case that, obviously, can be left out when translating. As for the formation, once again the 辞書形 or PL2 form of the verb, the e-adjective or noun. This one is quite versatile, plus nara. And unlike the other forms, nouns do not require da or des at the end. Also note here, this one focuses on the context. So, while ba and tada focus on the condition itself, nada focuses on the speaker's reaction or advice based on that condition. And lastly, the concessive conditional temo or demo, depending on the verb's ending. We already talked about the different te forms. So, if it is demo, be careful to not mix it up with the conjunction demo, which means but or however. Anyway, starting with what and when. Even if something or although something. This is used when a result occurs that is the opposite of what is normally expected. For example, 雨が降っても行きます. Even if it rains, I will go. As for the formation, again, you guessed it, the te of a verb or adjective plus mo. For nouns and na adjectives, it becomes demo, so be careful. And one final note here, this one is often paired with the adverb tatoe at the start of the sentence to emphasize the no matter what aspect